A former dormitory matron at Oprah Winfrey's South African girls' school looked nervous and sullen as her trial got underway.
Guilt and suffering that a lot of women have had. I happened to be on set with several actresses the other day, and we were filming some things, and they were like, hadn't slept over a period of 2 or 3 days, and I was like, what is that? I said, oh, you guys are suffering from PTSD.
And when you start talking about it out loud, too.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has
all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I never know one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
Remember, the feds say they do have video that they seized during the raids from those freak-offs, so they know who the celebrities are if they're already involved in the freak-offs. But we've seen plenty of video over the years of Diddy's.
These people are monsters.
From music mogul to the center of shocking accusations, Diddy has been under the spotlight like never before. But now, things have taken a jaw-dropping twist. The FBI's investigation has reportedly uncovered a list with names, and Oprah Winfrey is on it. Could this connection lead to serious legal trouble for the media queen? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? Stay tuned as we unpack the allegations, the history between Oprah and Diddy, and what this could mean for both of their legacies.
These very public parties, and all of those people, you know, they're not saying anything. They haven't for months. And yes, to your point, there certainly got to be people who are nervous about getting a call from the U.S. Attorney's Office, whether it be to come in as a witness, whether it be just to be interviewed to find out what they know, or go before the grand jury, which is something nobody wants to do.
And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that, I got to pretend
and
he didn't.
then other arrests of people involved in this.
And Jeanette, I'm one of those people that expected more. It was 6 months from the time of the March raids to the time Diddy was arrested. And, you know, I asked myself, what's taking so long? Normally, an arrest happens within days, or certainly no more than a week. The reason that they were waiting is we're going to see a sweeping 100-page indictment involving lots of people and lots of crimes. And certainly I expected much more than one victim in the
lawsuit
indictment.
Against him last November, accusing him of physical. Combs adamantly denied everything in that lawsuit, but he did settle that lawsuit with Ventura the very next day. But what ended up happening? That lawsuit set off an avalanche of litigation with multiple people, both men and women, coming forward with their own complaints about Combs' conduct.
So here's the deal. Jaguar Wright's been making some bold claims lately. She's saying Oprah might be trying to back away from the drama before it gets any worse. But that's not all. Jaguar also suggests Oprah could be nervous about her own name coming up next. Why? Well, Jaguar alleges that Oprah played a part in recruiting victims for Diddy and others in the industry. And let's not forget, Oprah's been linked to some controversial names in the past, like John of God and Harvey Weinstein, which already had people talking. Now, this latest accusation, it's just adding more fuel to the fire. Oprah isn't the only one in the spotlight right now. Gene Deal, who used to be Diddy's bodyguard, has called out Oprah and others connected to Diddy, accusing them of staying silent. Gene even claimed that Oprah, Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein might all be part of the same circle.
Running with Oprah and them, he was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced.
The allegations against Diddy are disturbing, involving claims of a secretive and harmful operation in the industry, reportedly targeting young people. But according to some, Diddy wasn't acting alone. Oprah's name has come up in these conversations, with rumors suggesting she might have known about, or even been involved in, something darker. Things took an even wilder turn when Allie Carter, someone who says she's the victim of a Hollywood exploitation ring, alleged that she saw Oprah in tunnels supposedly used by elites for terrible purposes.
Keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
So here's the big question. Are these claims about Oprah's ties to Diddy and other powerful figures just rumors, or is there more to the story? And what did Jaguar Wright say about Oprah's response to Diddy's arrest? There's a lot to unpack here, so let's start. This isn't Oprah's first brush with controversy. Over the years, she's faced accusations ranging from silencing critics to supporting powerful friends accused of serious misconduct. Actress Rose McGowan didn't hold back, blasting Oprah for aligning with people like Weinstein and Russell Simmons. McGowan even called Oprah fake, accusing her of propping up a corrupt system for her own benefit. Singer Seal also added his voice to the criticism. He shared a photo of Oprah with Harvey Weinstein, captioned with a sarcastic jab about Hollywood's hypocrisy. Seal's message called out the industry's tendency to overlook harmful behavior while presenting a sanctimonious front. Is this just another round of conspiracy theories, or is there something deeper going on? Let's break it all down.
Oprah is now being criticized for her speech that night by a very unlikely star.
Me too.
3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are."
Let's talk about Oprah and Weinstein, because the more she tried to distance herself, the more details about her connection started to surface. TMZ dropped a bombshell back in 2017, claiming Oprah was one of the first people to call Weinstein after the allegations of SA came out. According to their report, Oprah offered her support and even advised him to speak out in his defense. Insiders from Weinstein's camp reportedly said he would tell anyone who'd listen that Oprah had his back and was ready to support him publicly. Now, Oprah's team quickly denied this, saying the call came from Weinstein's side, not hers. But let's be real, her decades-long friendship with Weinstein wasn't exactly a secret. They've been spotted together at countless events hosted by his company, and Oprah had praised his work many times. In fact, she collaborated with him on films like The Butler and The Great Debaters, and Weinstein himself often spoke glowingly about her in interviews.
Her great friend, but, and it's my movie, Lee Daniels' The Butler, but the fact that Oprah didn't get a Golden Globe nomination is shocking. Thankfully, she got the Screen Actors Guild, which reflects more of the Academy, and she got the British Academy Award, BAFTA, last week, because the Globes aren't members of the Academy, the Hollywood Foreign Press, but those two other groups have huge crossover. So obviously, fingers crossed for her. That was quite a snub, that happened there, kind of like the Affleck snub. But look what happened to him. He ended up winning last year.
When the scandal broke, though, Oprah was quick to downplay their relationship. On Gwyneth Paltrow's podcast in 2018, she acknowledged they were friendly, but claimed she had no idea about his misconduct. She said, "Was I friendly with Harvey? Yes. Was I in association with him for The Butler? Yes. But I didn't know any of this was going on." Oprah also pointed out that she was in Chicago doing her own thing, far removed from Weinstein's world. Interestingly, she also claimed Weinstein bullied her. According to Oprah, Weinstein pressured her into booking certain guests for her show, saying Harvey was a bully. If he was on the phone, you didn't want to take the call. But here's where it gets murky. If Weinstein really bullied her, why stay friends for over 20 years? Why attend events together or take those cozy photos? It doesn't add up. For many, this looked like damage control, an attempt to convince the public she wasn't as close to Weinstein as it appeared. So what's the real story here? Was Oprah just another Hollywood insider caught in the storm? Or was there more to her connection with Weinstein than she's letting on?
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment. And what I do believe is actually happening is that, first of all, it's triggering a lot of unreleased pain.
Now let's get into Oprah's alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein, a topic that sparked endless speculation online. Some rumors have suggested she might have been involved in helping Epstein pick his victims. At one point, things got so out of hand that people claimed her Florida home had been raided because of ties to a global exploitation ring. Oprah quickly shot down those rumors on Twitter, calling it an awful fake thing, and writing, "It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested."
Arrest rumors. The media mogul takes to Twitter to respond to awful rumors stating she had been arrested. After finding out her name was trending on social media, she decided to address the rumors. Oprah tweets, "Just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested. Just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody."
But the chatter didn't stop there. Oprah's name also came up in connection with Brazilian spiritual healer John of God. For years, he ran a healing center in Brazil before being convicted of SA and sentenced to 63 years in prison. Here's where Oprah fits in. Before his crimes were exposed, he appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Oprah even traveled to Brazil to meet him. Afterward, she spoke about having a profound experience during their meeting. Naturally, this raised eyebrows when his horrific actions came to light.
Describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
Médium, eu sou espiritualista.
As a medium, he's a spiritualist. He believes a great deal in God, and he practices this mission already 55 years.
This is an interview I wasn't sure would ever happen. One of the most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera. John of God agreed to sit down with me under a mango tree on the grounds of the casa. The first time I saw it today, I was humbled by the experience because a little bit of this belongs to you. A part of this belongs to you, Oprah said in an interview with John.
Are we all, in some sense, missionaries of God? Do we all have the possibility in our own way to be a medium for God?
Todos nós somos médium.
Everybody is a medium
Pratica o bem.
who practices good. And we are all children of God. And each person has their mission.
Yes. The first time I saw it today, I was humbled by the experience.
See how Oprah interacted with the Brazilian healer? Very close, very friendly. But when the shocking allegations about John of God came to light, Oprah wasted no time removing all interviews with him from her website. She also issued a statement saying she hoped justice would take its course. But here's where things get even more unsettling. By the time Oprah met John of God, she had already opened her all-girls school in South Africa.
I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core.
Winfrey said she was disappointed.
A former dormitory matron at Oprah Winfrey's South African girls' school looked nervous and sullen as her trial got underway. Tiny, Virginia.
Her plea was that she denies all the allegations against her, and she declined to give any plea explanation. She did not raise any defense.
Despite these controversies, Oprah's reputation as a philanthropist stayed intact. She continued to receive prestigious honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013. However, criticism from other celebrities began to grow. One of her most vocal critics has been 50 Cent, a longtime rival of Diddy's, who has repeatedly accused Oprah of having a hidden agenda. According to 50 Cent, she allegedly targets black men unless they're part of a rumored Illuminati-like circle she's supposedly connected to.
You're looking at it and you're saying that everything that's wrong with our culture is why I'm a success.
Wow.
So when I actually got a chance to talk to her, she was like, I never thought about it like that.
At one point, 50 Cent even called Oprah an Oreo, suggesting she presents as black, but aligns more with a white perspective inside. Snoop Dogg also joined the conversation, taking aim at Oprah and her close friend Gayle King. This came out after Gayle made controversial comments about Kobe Bryant just weeks after his tragic passing in 2020. In an interview with Lisa Leslie, a former basketball star and close friend of Kobe's, Gayle brought up the old charges against him. Lisa defended Kobe, saying she never saw him act inappropriately, but Gayle kept pushing, implying that just because Lisa didn't witness anything didn't mean it didn't happen. These moments have only fueled ongoing debates about Oprah, her relationships, and how she handles controversy.
Assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
Let's talk about the double standard people couldn't ignore. Many wondered, where was all this energy when it came to Oprah's long-standing friendship with Harvey Weinstein? Despite being close to Weinstein for years, Oprah insists she had no idea about his misconduct until it became public. And when Gayle King faced backlash for her comments about Kobe Bryant, Oprah was quick to defend her. She even got emotional, shedding tears in what many saw as an attempt to gain sympathy for Gayle and deflect criticism.
She is not doing well. May I say she is not? She is not doing well.
Oprah Winfrey fought back tears on the Today Show, talking about the backlash surrounding her best friend, Gayle King.
Obviously, all things pass. She will be okay, but she hasn't slept in 2 days.
Let me get you up to speed. On Tuesday's CBS This Morning aired Gayle's interview with former WNBA star Lisa Leslie. In the wide-ranging interview, Gayle asked Kobe Bryant's longtime friend about his tragic death in January.
He will be missed, but he will not be forgotten, that's for sure.
Gayle also asked about his 2003 charge and subsequent criminal case.
That was it for Snoop Dogg. He didn't hold back. He called out both Oprah and Gayle, accusing them of only standing up for victims when the accused isn't someone they're connected to. Snoop first shared a picture of Gayle with Harvey Weinstein, captioning it, "We're waiting, Gayle. When's that interview coming?" Then he posted a photo of Oprah and Weinstein together, adding, "You did that fake Michael Jackson interview to ruin his name with those lying kids. But here you are, smiling with a known predator."
Gayle King, out of pocket for that. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after Weinstein asking them dumb questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Dog head. How dare you try to tarnish my homeboy's reputation, punk. Respect the family and bag off before we come get you.
When 50 Cent was asked about Gayle King's controversial comments on Kobe Bryant, he didn't hold back. He said he couldn't understand her motives and compared it to Oprah's actions after Michael Jackson's demise. His words were clear. She knows what Kobe means to the culture, just like she knew what Michael Jackson meant. But when someone's gone, what's the point? What is she trying to accomplish? But 50 Cent didn't stop there. He confidently predicted that Oprah and Gayle's approach would backfire. They keep targeting people who can't defend themselves, and eventually, it's going to hurt them. People will stop supporting them because it's just not right. Swirling around Oprah's alleged connections to Diddy, fans are wondering if she'll stay quiet or wait until things get worse before addressing it. After all, when Oprah aired her special with Michael Jackson's accusers, she said her goal was to highlight patterns of SA in Hollywood. So why hasn't she spoke up about alleged patterns involving people like Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons, or Diddy? Some believe her silence might be more than just coincidence. There's speculation that Oprah could be more involved in these situations than she's letting on. And as Diddy's legal troubles grow, many feel it's only a matter of time before Oprah gets pulled into the conversation. What started as whispers and far-fetched rumors about Oprah's involvement has taken a sharper turn. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has come forward directly calling out Oprah, Gayle King, and even Jay-Z. He accused them of staying silent despite their close ties to Diddy and hinted that they're all part of the same elite circle. The rumors surrounding Oprah are growing darker, with some online chatter even suggesting she played a role in recruiting victims for an alleged Hollywood exploitation ring. While these claims remain unconfirmed, the stories are getting harder to dismiss. There are even wild theories about secret tunnels connecting Diddy's home to the Playboy Mansion and other Hollywood power players. Then there's Allie Carter, a woman who has come forward claiming to be a victim of Hollywood elites. In one interview, she mentioned meeting Oprah before being forced into unsettling situations involving some of Oprah's influential friends.
A girlfriend experience.
where they're able to take you home and they're able to keep you for the weekend and have you wake up next to them is the girlfriend experience. And when I went with this man for a weekend, it was culture shock. It was, the smells were different, the buildings were different, everybody talked different. I didn't understand anybody. I was the only black girl, so when it comes to Americans and when it comes to being black, it definitely was the kicker because they don't have any respect for you.
Adding fuel to the fire, Jaguar Wright recently made bold claims about Oprah's alleged actions following Diddy's arrest. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Jaguar suggested that Diddy's powerful allies, including Oprah, might be scrambling to protect themselves as the spotlight turns to their possible involvement. According to Jaguar, Oprah is working behind the scenes to separate herself from the chaos surrounding Diddy while trying to avoid getting pulled into the controversy.
People keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically, and Clive Davis has been his greatest teacher.
The world is going to be shocked by what comes out.
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
This silence from Oprah is raising eyebrows. Many wonder why she's so quiet about these allegations, while she's been outspoken in the past, particularly when it came to Michael Jackson, where she publicly supported his accusers. It's making people question how someone so close to Diddy could remain silent in the face of such serious accusations. Jaguar has gone as far as hinting at a cover-up, claiming that Oprah might have helped protect Diddy in the past while secretly preparing to cut ties as the situation spirals out of control. Meanwhile, apart from Oprah, there have been a few names that are being alleged to be included in the so-called Diddy list. As the federal investigation into Diddy heats up, his longtime friend, Ashton Kutcher, is reportedly about to be subpoenaed. Sources say Kutcher could be pulled into the expanding probe, which may put a strain on his friendship with Diddy, especially as more allegations come to light. Rumors suggest that Kutcher was at some of Diddy's infamous parties, where celebrities were allegedly filmed in compromising situations, something Diddy is said to have used to blackmail his powerful friends.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling. So it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
Can't punk me. And I was like, I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends. And we used to just hang out, watch football together.
In the midst of all of this, reports say that both Ashton and his wife, Mila Kunis, are separating themselves from Diddy. Despite being close friends with Diddy for over 20 years, Ashton is reportedly staying quiet now, especially after Cassie's lawsuit and the other growing allegations. Mila is said to have even asked Ashton not to reach out to Diddy as things continue to spiral.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so.
As Diddy's secrets come into the open, it seems many of his close friends could be caught up in the fallout too. Some are even speculating that Diddy might never serve jail time due to his ties with powerful figures. But the latest accusations against Diddy are even more shocking. Rodney, Lil Rod Jones, has come forward with claims that add another layer to Diddy's ongoing legal drama. Along with other troubling allegations, Lil Rod, a former associate of Diddy, has accused him of harassment and coercive behavior. Cuba Gooding Jr. is also reportedly connected to some of these claims, which only makes the situation more complicated. New developments keep pouring in, with more high-profile figures, including Cuba Gooding Jr., Chris Brown, Meek Mill, Young Miami, Usher, and even Diddy's son, Justin Combs, being mentioned in the latest lawsuit. While none of them have commented publicly, Cuba Gooding Jr. seems especially upset, possibly because he's already dealing with his own legal battles and damage to his reputation. There are rumors that he may cut ties with Diddy, blaming him for the mess. Legal documents from TMZ back up Rodney Jones's accusations, suggesting that Diddy used deceptive tactics to conceal his identity. It's clear that this legal drama is far from over, and it's affecting a lot more people than anyone expected.
And it opened me up to a lot of interactions with people in clubs and bars and whatnot. And it's the world knows I pled guilty for the count of forcible touching, kissed a waitress. So that's that. I'm not here to shame anybody or to take any of these women who made their statements. But it is one of those moments where I look back and I say, how did you find yourself in this scenario, in this situation?
According to Jones, Diddy took him on a luxurious yacht trip with Cuba, where things quickly escalated. Jones alleges that Cuba made unwanted advances, crossing boundaries and leading to a firm rejection on Jones's part. He even shared a photo that appears to show Cuba kissing him. The lawsuit suggests that Diddy had the opportunity to intervene and stop Cuba's behavior, but chose not to. While it's still unclear if Cuba is directly linked to the incident, Diddy is certainly involved in some capacity.
Nah, he would fight you. You understand? So I could see with a person like Lil Rod, he probably was up, grabbing him, you know what I'm saying, acting like he playing with him, but he actually want him to do what he want him to do.
As the story unfolds, more people are stepping forward to share their experiences with Diddy and the impact it's had on them. Cat Williams recently brought up the situation with Dave Chappelle turning down a $50 million deal, implying that it was nothing compared to what he's had to turn down in his own career.
Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
On top of that, Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has also emerged as a key witness, adding more weight to the growing pile of allegations surrounding Diddy.
Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady. That's how close he was to him. And then his hands all on his leg and everything. It was crazy, bro. I don't even believe that. So when you see Cuban Gooding fighting a case here in New York, when he said the girl was saying that he was and everything like that, I'm glad they didn't show that picture at his trial. Because he would have been guilty.
In 2019, Kelsey Harbert came forward with a disturbing claim about Cuba Gooding Jr., saying he touched her and another woman inappropriately at a rooftop bar. This incident led to Gooding's guilty plea. Later in a civil lawsuit, Gooding admitted to the unwanted contact, and now both women involved are seeking damages for the harm they've suffered. Their lawyer, Gloria Allred, is working hard to ensure they get justice. On top of this, Gooding is now facing even more legal trouble, with a new lawsuit filed by Rodney Jones. These ongoing legal battles could seriously damage Gooding's reputation even further.
I gave her a kiss on the hand, and we left. And my girlfriend stopped her from coming, and I think that upset her or whatever. And this is all on tape, which is the funniest thing. And so you see her follow us around the club. And eventually because I had to get on a plane, said goodbye to my group and left. And you see her look for me, go up to a security guard, make a statement to him, and then the police show, she makes a statement to them, they review the tapes.
Now we're going to turn to the latest on actor Cuba Gooding Jr., who's facing charges this morning, accused of groping in a New York bar. We're now seeing new surveillance video from that night. ABC's Paula Ferris is here with more. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning. TMZ appears to show actor Cuba Gooding Jr. touching a server at Tao nightclub in Manhattan. The server claims he pinched her says she told Gooding not to touch her. She says he replied by saying, quote, "Oh, that's no fun," and insisted that he then touched her back. This is the second of 3 similar incidents involving the Oscar-nominated actor. More problems for Cuba Gooding Jr. He will be back in a lower Manhattan courtroom today to answer to a new separate charge. A grand jury indicted the 51-year-old on a charge stemming from an incident with a third woman, an alleged incident. Gooding's attorney.
The allegations against Diddy keep growing. He's now accused of spiking drinks with illegal substances at his parties. According to the lawsuit, there are screenshots showing disturbing gatherings at Diddy's house, involving underage girls and adult workers. Some of these people, the lawsuit claims, had their drinks tampered with under Diddy's direction. The accusations don't stop there. Other big names in the industry are being called into question, like Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habtemariam. Jones alleges that these figures, along with their record companies, were involved in the larger RICO operation with Diddy, claiming they failed to properly supervise or warn others about his actions. And Jones isn't asking for a small amount. He's seeking $30 million in damages. So what do you think? Is Oprah connected to Diddy's alleged crimes? Or are these just rumors? And which celebrity name do you think might come up next? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.